Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Lee's Love Language. And guess what? You always see me riding in the car solo, or she's either in the car before I start taping and she's in the store, you know, doing something, so I'm waiting on her. So now I have her in the car with me.
What up?
So yeah, so I actually want to touch on this topic here that was heavily on my mind, and just wanted to get you all feedback also. So the topic of the day is, how important is peace in your relationship? So I really think that this is a topic that you know, sometimes it's taboo, or sometimes, you know, people just think like, yeah, I want peace or whatever. But let's be realistic about the situation. Peace is valuable. It's valuable when it comes to your health. You know, it's very valuable, you know, when it comes to your relationship. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to talk on this with Jay, and just get her input also when it comes to, you know, just having peace in your relationship. So what do you think, Jay?
I mean, I certainly think it's important, because you don't want to have chaos in a relationship. So that's number one. But I guess what I want to know, and maybe your viewers want to know, when you say peace, are you talking about just like having peace when it comes to, you know, arguments, or when it comes to,
yes,
what do you mean by peace?
Well, actually what I mean it is, we know you can disagree in a relationship, any relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a way how you go about disagreeing.
Mm-hmm.
You can disagree, you can agree to disagree. And with that being said, you don't necessarily have to, when you all do disagree, you don't necessarily have to be screaming, yelling at each other, you know, because at the end of the day, when you do all that, how the communication is going to be processed. You know, all it's going to be is just yelling and screaming at each other, and nobody is hearing the other person. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I believe when it comes to peace in a relationship, mm-hmm, you all can talk about, you know, okay, well, we disagree on this situation, and y'all can talk about the situation rather than screaming and yelling at each other, because that's not really a healthy form of communication. So that's what I really mean when it comes to peace. And peace also meaning that you know, not only just the communication part, but also that, you know, you all is not doing things outside the boundaries of your relationship that can cause, you know, not peace in your relationship. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, rather if it could be, you know, infidelity, rather if it can be, you know, somebody not compromising like they supposed to, not understanding one another, you know, all this can also corrupt peace in your relationship when it's not a healthy understanding. And, you know, the trip part about it, I was talking to someone and they were saying, well, what about if, you know, the relationship or whatever relationship they was in, whether they was married or, you know, they was just girlfriend and boyfriend, and they say that, you know, when they beating on each other or whatever, and that works for them. Well, that's not healthy. They may think that is working for them, but it's not. That's
major peace disruption.
It is.
If abuse is taking place.
It is.
So yeah, it
really is. But the sad part about it, some people think that it's the norm for it to happen.
Well, that's kind of oxymoron to me, because why would you think the norm that would be the norm? Because guess what?
You're right.
I just had this conversation with somebody the other day, because as he know, I was in an abusive relationship in my past relationship. So I was telling somebody the other day, what if, you know, this person, you know, say y'all in an abusive relationship and this person hits you, and they hit you the wrong way to where they cause a blow to your head that could be fatal.
Right.
Okay, so that's yeah. So sorry, we had a malfunction.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was stating that I was in an abusive relationship in the past, and I was telling, I know who I was talking to. I was talking to my cousin. I was telling her, I was like, what if we would have stayed, you know, and then what if that person would have hit, because my cousin was also in an abusive relationship. What if, you know, either person we were dating would have hit us and it could have caused a fatal blow? I was like, and you know, of course they probably wouldn't have meant to do it maliciously, but it could have happened. So I don't think abuse is never, you know, okay. I don't care if either party is okay with it. But also, I was going to say something in reference to what you were saying about arguments and certain things. Like, I just feel like, you know, and I know we've talked about this before, I feel like it's a such thing as healthy disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
I think where it gets unhealthy and or where the quote unquote peace gets disrupted when you know, I feel like if you all can't like communicate without, like, if it's to the point where it's shouted and then it turns physical, or either, because I've seen this too, I've seen where couples like literally stop talking to each other for days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one person is sleeping in one room, the other person is sleeping in the other, and now the peace is disrupted because apparently no peace if one person is in one room and the other person's in the other room. It's like you're getting away from each other to have peace. So I think, you know, then that's when it becomes a problem when it comes to the disagreements and arguments. Because I mean, I don't think nobody is without arguments or disagreements or whatever you want to call them. It's about how you handle the situation. So if it's getting to the point where it's disrupting your peace like that, then yeah, that's a problem. I think that it shouldn't be a repeated pattern of your peace getting disrupted in that way. But it's so many ways where your peace can get disrupted in a relationship, but it's also ways where you can keep peace in your relationship, because even when it comes to that part of communication, like, I just feel like if you all can't come to an agreement about whatever it is y'all are having a disagreement about, I think you should just table it kind of like for another day, and then both sit back and like kind of think about it. Because sometimes when you're not in the heat of the moment, you can think a little bit better, I think. Right. You know, so
right, definitely.
I think you know, that's probably what needs to be done. That way the peace won't get disrupted. But yeah, I think peace is really important in a relationship. I think that you got to have it to keep the relationship together, because if you don't, it's going to eventually explode.
I mean, definitely, because it's no type of price that you can put on peace. I mean,
no, if it's costing you your peace, it's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
We get that from our pastor, and I was like, that's too expensive. That's the truth.
Yeah, it definitely is. And a lot of people get the misconception about finding peace on the outskirts of things. You can't find peace in money. You can't find peace in materialistic things. Mm-hmm. You can't find peace either if you find the right person, that you feel like that's the right person for you. You're not going to find peace either when it comes to them. Peace comes from the inside, and not from the outside in, but from the inside out. And a lot of people nowadays is trying to find peace when it comes to the outside, and that's not how we was created. We was created or whatever to have peace from the inside or whatever. Because I know a lot of people that's going through certain things, whether if it's the pandemic or whatever, but if they have a foundation of when it comes to their spirituality, they could still find peace in the middle of the storm. So with that being said, even with our in relationships, period, if you have two people who want peace, because sometimes people don't even know how to go about, you know, having peace. They so drama filled, just because of certain predicaments and situations that they have been through in life, that sometimes they don't even know how to even have peace or whatever, just because of that. And so with that being said or whatever, sometimes we need to reevaluate ourselves and look in the mirror and be like, okay, you know, what do I need to do when it comes to something different? What I need to do differently when it comes to, you know, with myself of having peace. And so it's just something that we just really need to check ourselves when it comes to that. You know, yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, but with that being said, it takes two to have a golden relationship, period.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not just a one-way street. And so when you have two people who's on the same accord, who want peace, then, you know, you're on that way, you're on that road to finding peace, because both you are seeking that inner peace or whatever, or what have you. So it's very important to know that, you know, it really starts with you first. Everything starts with you first, the individual. You can't find peace thinking that somebody is going to give you peace. That's not how that operates. Now, does it help for somebody, you know, that's peaceful and trying to give you peace? It definitely does. It helps.
Yeah, but peace comes from within.
It comes from within. That's where it starts from.
Yeah.
So definitely, you know, that's something that, you know, people need to keep in mind.
But I will say, just make sure if you are navigating, you know, shall I say, dating somebody or, you know, getting involved with somebody, make sure that they are bringing you peace.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be your peace, but make sure they're bringing you peace.
They're bringing you peace, definitely.
So
very important, very important. So we just wanted to, you know, touch on that. Just wanted to see, you know, what Jay thought about that when it comes to the peace situation, because, you know, even with our situation, we have grown together. You know, when it comes to peace in our relationship, it was a growing process. You know, it's just like any type of seed that you plant. It got to be a growing process. You put the seed in the ground, in the fertile ground, and you keep watering the seed, and eventually the seed will grow after its own kind. So if you put a peaceful seed in the ground or whatever, keep watering, you'll definitely get peace in your relationship. But both you all have to be on the same accord. So, you know, with that being said, just wanted to touch on that topic. Please, you know, I love to hear people's comments, because, you know, not everybody may not agree, and that's okay. Everybody is, you know, I mean, some people is just going to disagree to you know,
to a certain extent, yeah. I mean,
you know, or whatever. But at the same time, everybody is looking for some type of peace at the end of the day. And if you're not looking for peace, then you need to really reevaluate yourself and your life. So, with that being said, thank y'all for the support, and also please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe.
Yeah, and y'all, if you want to get good content, if you want to get truthful answers, because I will speak for my husband. He's no doctor, so we're gonna put that disclaimer out there.
Not an expert.
This is just our opinion, and, you know, his opinion, of course. But, you know, if you want to get some truth and just some transparency, because I don't know if we're gonna tell our age, but, you know, hey, I'm not my age, but we done seen some things.
Yeah, we've seen some things. I told him we were in our 40s.
Yeah,
so you know,
we kind of, you know, give advice from life experiences, and that's how you learn, to be honest.
Exactly.
So, you know, again, no doctors over here. If you need professional help, please seek that.
Please seek that.
There's nothing wrong with getting that if you need it. If you need counseling, we've had marriage counseling before.
Definitely.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing
I think it's a helpful tool. You know, everybody has a gift that they bring to the earth.
Right.
And, you know, so just make sure you do that. But yeah, just if you're looking for some transparency, some honesty, some good content when it comes to relationships, marriages, friendships, any of that. Because I think sometimes I want to talk about friendships. That'd probably be the
next
like
topic.
Friendships, not just marriage.
Right. Just friendships in general.
So I want to talk about some of these friendships with you.
Yeah. So there we go. We got another topic. So, you know, I'm going to have her back on.
You want to talk about some friendships with some males.
Definitely.
So we definitely need to cover that. I think that'll be good. So if y'all want to see that, leave the comments in the below for this guy. I read the comments too, y'all. I'll come and see what y'all talking about too. So yeah, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? If you like this content, hit the thumbs up button for my husband, y'all. Make sure you subscribe. It's free, guys. It's free.
That's it.
Show some support. It helps out his channel, y'all. It helps his channel to grow. So yeah,
like I said, it's all about value.
Yeah.
I'm here to give value. I'm here to help as much as possible also. So with that being said, thank you again. Until we meet again.